It's time for this week's Byers Beat with our Christine Byers. She covers the criminal justice beat for 5 on Your Side and writes a column each week for KSDK.com.
And it's been a big week for the St. Louis Circuit Attorney's Office. Kim Gardner facing a legal challenge to remove her from office. And today, Christine, we learned that another prosecutor has left the office.
That's right, Mike. So now there are only 2 prosecutors left handling about 470 cases. And really, the word of the week in the 22nd Judicial Circuit this week is rare. First, we had a no-show for the Circuit Attorney's Office on a murder trial, and that led a judge to issue what's called a show cause order, and that means that on Monday, someone from Kim Gardner's office or Kim Gardner herself is going to have to show up and tell the judge why he shouldn't hold her in contempt, issue a fine, or do both. Then there was the quo warranto hearing, which is the proceedings to try to remove her from office. And then there was a directed verdict on that same day issued from the bench. And this is a case where a judge decided there wasn't enough evidence presented to the jury to show the defendant was guilty.
Okay, so why would the judge decide that, not a jury in that case?
So basically, a judge has to make a decision that there is reasonable evidence of guilt. And in his decision, in this case, he noted how prosecutors failed to turn over some DNA evidence that tied the defendant to the scene. It was a discovery violation, and as a result of that, he said the case just wasn't there.
Take us through that case a little bit more. Tell us more about this particular case.
Sure, Mike. So it involved a shooting that happened outside Pop's Kitchen in 2020. 2 men essentially were beating a man who they thought was offensive to their female coworker. That men then shot one of the men who beat him as he was walking away, and he was shot in the femur.
What are judges saying, if anything, about all of these cases that are falling through?
So judges are very limited in what they say, and they typically only speak through the orders and the rulings that they issue. But even the judges have lawyered up at this point for the Kim Gardner removal proceedings, and their attorney is Booker Shaw. He is a retired and very well-respected judge. He spoke on their behalf at the hearing on Tuesday, and he put it this way.
The practical effects and uncertainty of the situation we're in now, Judge, have placed the judges in an untenable and unsustainable position. Whatever the cause of it, the Circuit Attorney's Office is now in a state of near total collapse.
Now, I have included more information about the cases we discussed here today in my column on KSDK.com.
You just feel really bad for the victims.
Yeah, and the families.
Yeah, the families who are going through this and see cases dismissed.
Absolutely, and even defendants who are waiting for their day in court.
For sure.
Right.
Yeah. All right.
All right. Thanks, Christine.